Welcome back everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hydroneer. I'm back in-game, where last time we worked on the roof here, but we found out that we need a lot more belts and such. I just tried to fit the truck again. It still fits in there, however I wasn't thinking about the pipes that were on the ceiling, so it does fit still, but it's a very tight fit. In order to get it all working flawlessly, we need to make sure that the pipe will have multiple outputs for water and that it will not use up space on the different side that we are working on. This is to prevent the truck from getting stuck or glitching out. Because if we get the truck to collide with one of the pipes on the top, we have more problems than we can think of. Anyways, we are back in the shopping area and hopefully this time we will not make things break. So, the most important thing that we surely need are some more windows to cover up the corners and sides of the pipes. I got a note from somebody to be saying to me why not use tin sheets, because I want to see what happens on the belt. Sooner or later I will replace the bottom ones with sheet and the top one with windows. But the weird thing is the windows have a bigger outline on the top, and that bigger outline makes sure that things on the edge of the belt stay on the belt. Especially at the corner. Houston? We have a window coming your way. Where did it go? I don't think somewhere. Oh my god. It's already starting again. I totally not missed that. But let me try the other way around. This way. I noticed that when I hold my drop button, I can hover it to the place where I want it to be. And then it falls down. Although I must say that if I use a window, you can see that it's floating on the left side of my mouse instead of in the middle. Mostly because it's not made to be like that, I think. I'm basically using a feature that's not made for using it with windows. So we also needed a sorter because we were short on one sorter. We need a lot more belts. That's also something we need. I have some news about the upcoming 1.3 update. I watched videos from them and I talked to the team that helps testing these features. And they already told me, and in the video it was confirmed, they were gonna add corner belts. Belts that are on corners, so that will relieve our problem with the going up and then drop down, going up and drop down, those things. I need my money from the other store. So they're gonna add that one, as well as a new crucible type block. Same size, however, the new block contains 3 items at once. It automatically melts, it's directly hot. It can pour into its own slot and throws out the bar. So basically it's 3 items into one. The crucible, the stove itself, that like the pit where the fire is in, and a mold. Those 3 together into one block is the new block that they are adding, at least block or item or whatever you want to call it, the mesh they are gonna add into the game. I really like it. It provides a little bit more look into the future, because it would be cool, for example, to have it automated so that you can melt and pour things automatically. However, when I click that thing, the new thing, like in a demonstration they showed it, you can click it and then it will automatically pour into a bar and the bar gets thrown out directly. So if you make a walkable bridge or something above it, for example, and click just those, then you can make a belt, like collecting all those bar and throwing it on a stash or something. talking about a stash. In the last episode we were looking at ways to bring items along, and then we found out that the shards one and the gems one is on the edge of the building. I know. It's not very handy that it's on the edge of the building. However, there is a chance that I can make it so that the gems and such will get on the belt again and will get brought to a new building or next to the normal building or sorting area. So it has its own sorting system, basically. In that case, we need 2 more sorters to sort those 2 out. Or one more sorter than we currently have. And I was already thinking of increasing our sorter output. So basically what I was thinking is about to add another sorter to the system that basically sorts out gems again. And if I make sure that the gems and the shards both go into the same belt, and then with the belt bring that belt over to the building next to it, for example, or a point where we can sort it out with a little bit more space, we can make it work. Also, we needed a lot more pipes. We are completely out of pipes. I know we have still pipes there, and we can purchase some of those there as well. But I want to make sure that if I use pipes to roll the belts, that I have enough pipes. And since we are not next to the water, it takes some pipes to get to where I wanted to go. As well as that I still need to figure out how much pumps we need and such. Adding a lot of these things is very important, and adding them all and taking them with us, those type of things, they are important. We need to get as much as we can into the truck, bring it back to the base, and that way we can connect the pipes. And the first thing I want to connect is the refuel station for the truck. I think that's a good thing to build first, and afterwards we can take a look at the gap. Because I was thinking, if I ever want multiple buildings, I want to move away all the piping. I do not want the piping anywhere near my building, but I also want it to be controllable. Like, for example, valves next to the walls or something, which I can rotate in order to turn on or off different sections of the factory. Because that's what we are building, a very big refinery factory thingy thing. And that's when I started thinking, what if I make some kind of a control room which all pipes go through in the middle of the claim? Then we can just rotate whatever is what. But there is no way to label things yet. I will say yet because I have no clue whatever is gonna happen. However, there was some guy that I saw online who had the strangest idea to use fish as label. Different color fish meant different factory parts, and I really like that idea. However, that's basically where it all ends, that idea, because if you do not know what fish is what, or forget what fish is what, or if you have more things than fish colors are in the game, you're having a lot of issues. Let me think. Anything else we need? No, not for now. However, we have some money left. Well, we'll see what happens. Please do not glitch out. Nope, didn't glitch out. Good. Now let's drive back. Maybe we find the window that was shot to the moon. Somewhere around here. Currently I do not see it anywhere here. So I'm so sad. We paid for a window and that window went to whoosh all the way to the moon and beyond. Well, that's okay. We are like NASA here. We just launch windows to the moon. Maybe they can use it in a space station or something like that. It's all possible. It's all possible. We are here on the ground and we are launching a lot of stuff into space. So maybe at the end of the series they can build an entire space station from it. I'm pretty sure they can. Anyways, let's just put this one down for now. And let me just drive the truck a little bit back. Why did I drive so far? There we go. There we go. Stuck in the wall. Another elevation belt. A sorter, which I will keep down here for a moment. Piping. Sometimes I really wonder why I launch things when I try to place them. But then I think, oh wait, I know. It's the game. It collides things and such. Oh, they also gonna add a new way to view, yeah, which way the belts are pointing, and I really like that way of thinking. Let me see. These two are for gold and iron. Okay. But the one, I wonder, the building ends up here. And I want to melt both. I can do this one, but I'm worried about the thing, if it does go up or not. Well, it's a trial and error position here. Anyways, I can put this one over here. And then put this one on shards. And this is the part where the two belts are currently at. I can make a new belt down there, going like that way. In order to get, for example, a little bit of a room here for the gems and such to be worked through. It's possible. I think it's worth looking at the idea. We have enough belts at the moment, so. This thing over here, however, ends with literally nothing, if I'm correct. So I will put this belt here so it throws it on the ground if something gets through. For now, because I cannot go underneath it. If I walk up here and I make a belt here, then I will bounce my head. The only way to stop it from happening is making an elevation belt and then throw it on the belt here again, so it goes on a loop continuously. If that's a good idea or not, I have no idea. I literally have no idea if it's a good thing to do something like that. However, who can argue? It's a trial and error procedure here, and we are trying to... Whoa! I'm so happy that there is no fall damage in this game. And that there is no life bar, otherwise I will be dead like 20 times now. Well, it does what it needs to do. There is a lot to do today. Just a moment, I'm just getting everything out of the truck. I'm always scared that the truck will glitch out once in a while and then breaks everything. There we go, straight belt. Straight pipe, sorry. The straight pipes are very useful, to say the least. This here is for that one conveyor over there. What if I... do I have more T-pipes? No. Well, if I remove this one over here, pick up this one, and try to place it there. I'm scared that it's not connected, but anyways, now these two can connect with each other. So that way we have a single line for the conveyors there. However, here comes the question. There is a new conveyor line over here as well with the input, so I need belts, pipe from there as well. And I wonder if I can put all the belts on a single line. I really want to know what happens if I do something like that. So, those are questions I still have. Yes, those are things I still want to know. Because if I can connect all the belts to the same network, it would be less annoying to have that many pipes that power up the system, and instead powers it all on one go. This is all going up and connected. However, over here it stops out of nothing. And then everything is connected to this thing again. And then here it stops again. So this is at least what we need to connect to. So I need to make this layer down here as well connected to the piping system to get at least water here. And I can, let me just put this one over here for a second. I can make it a splitter here so it can go into here as well. I can make splits, the T-junctions that they are called, in order to solve those matters. See? These are T-junctions. They basically split the pipe into two. There we go. I have the feeling that I can better pull a pipe like this way, that all the connections go through here. I think that's a good thing to do. That would mean this is the part where another one is needed. So that would mean this thing here, T-pipe here, straight there. Okay. Let me take a look. We have a lot of pipes left, so we can make some more. And the store here on the other side of this bridge also has piping. And since I purchased more pumps, there is a possibility that I do not even need so much. However, because everything ends up here on this side of the building, I really think it's good. And if I make sure that, for example, this line over here is for these... Let me just take a look at the belts. Give me... Put the pipe down, dang it! Let me see. I was talking about putting this belt over here. The question is it the correct way? I don't know which one is the correct way, but I can only tell from above, so let me just walk up there and take a look. Yep, placed correctly. There we go. Then it falls onto this belt and then goes that way. That way we can make a building over there that uses up these gems and such, and I can then here, after smelting, make another belt going over here, also that way. Or a belt like here, for example, on the front line that goes back onto the same line over here. And that way we can get an output. Yeah, it's a great idea, I think. And because I now know that the belt is over there, there are multiple ways to connect everything. In this case, there's a pipe over here for the truck. This pipe over here, I will remove a part of that, needs a valve, so I can turn open and close the line for the water. Let me see, a valve. This valve is needed to turn on or off the... Dang it! Pipe, you are very annoying. There we go. Now that's in place. Now I need a junction again. And I do not have junctions anymore. Oops. No worries. If I place you there and rotate it around a bit. Good. Now I need another one to even out the pipe. The filling of the tank from the truck is something I turn off most of the time, so that way I do not need to worry about the pressure losing as soon as I use that. There we go. And then the junction here. This is an output, so I need a cork for that one later on. And this is where the normal belts come into play. Can make a line like that, and I cover up the pipes using that same system. That way I can connect everything like supposed to. It's great to know that the system is placing itself out. But it requires a lot of thinking before I can do all those things. I'm currently still running and placing down pipe like everywhere, so... Connecting things is one. Placing it down is two. Finding a way to place it down, that's the other story totally. Because now I need to go up again in order to get there. So let me... This is a thing that we do not currently need. However, this one can be placed there. This is a T-junction we might use later on. I need another corner. I know that there is one here. There we go. There's a bit of dirt floating over there. That would work, I think. Sure, just throw it into the thing. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but it tries to throw it on the left side on me. Well, I have a lot of windows left here. Oh boy. Why did I just do that? Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I see you in the next one when I cleaned everything up. Good luck.